My wife Lynn and I, we've been on this farm for 14 years now, and it's basically just all volcanic red soil here, and I just thought this farm was all the same. But once we got into our monitoring and our yield, we found that there was a lot of differences in our soils. I've identified some major areas that need some addressing, but some really good areas. It was hard to get the scale set up on our machine, so we really had to refabricate the elevator to get our scales working consistently. Mud has been an issue, but with our wet season we just had, overall we're really starting to calibrate pretty consistently. Well, I think it is something of the future. I think farming's becoming smarter, especially horticulture. Your profit margins aren't as high as in some other cropping, but we can apply this yield data mapping in a profitable side.
The way that you can pinpoint your lower performing areas and have a map to show you exactly where they are and sort of figure out how to fix those problems. I think that's a major benefit for us. Just seeing how the variations between your soil types, it wasn't until you actually put a value against it that you could realise there was a real difference between your good performing soils and the stuff that wasn't. Also seeing the maps themselves of the size farms and where your better performing crops are. Some of the best parts of the yield monitoring are seeing real time the weights going across the elevator and into the trucks. We direct load, so we want to know that how many tonne we put onto that truck is exactly what's road legal. Some of the challenges we've found are distinguishing the difference between the weight of the dirt and the carrot going across the weigh cell. That's one thing for us that we're just working on at the moment, trying to clean the carrots before they go over the weigh cells. Also the calibration between what the machine is weighing and what is going in the trailer, getting that calibrated, and also the operator training, just making sure all our operators understand how it works and how to calibrate and tear the machine. We're still in a learning stage. The future I see as each block is yield monitored. Every time we log that one block, we'll get a bit more of a picture of how that block's performing. As we harvest carrots for a lot of growers, we're able to show other people their maps as well. So it's actually a good selling feature for us to go to other growers so that they can see how their yields are performing across their paddocks. We probably wouldn't have looked at doing this. We would have saw it as more of a luxury item, but now that we have done it, we can see the benefits, and it's more than paid for itself. So it's definitely well worth getting into.